Hey everybody, so today I just wanted to talk about, nothing to do specifically with this video, just, although I'll touch on it and talk about what's happening in it, but kind of just want to talk about just anything, sort of rattle off and just sort of vibe and jazz and, maybe let the video play out at the end, I don't know, see how it goes. Uh, so much has happened. Let's start with that. So much is happened this year. This is one of the first paintings that has been started and finished this year. I did finish a portrait painting, which I'm gonna try and make that a full length, full real time sort of video for you guys all to watch, and I'll put that up. I'm trying to work out where I'm gonna put that. So hold off on any promises for now. But yeah, this painting's the one that's started and finished this year. That other one started last year, finished this year. But yeah, I had a baby. My wife and I my fiance and I had a baby, and yeah, she's beautiful. She's incredible. She's incredible. She's super incredible. She's incredible. I couldn't be more happier. I could not be more happy with how she is and how she's going. Everybody's doing great. So, because she's born a bit more premature than, most babies are born, we've just been still back and forth in the hospital while they take care of her while she gains weight and grows, pretty much. But it's looking like she'll be out and about sometime this week or in the next couple of days, hopefully. So that's good. So, life as we know it is going to continue on as we know it, just with another family member added to mine and Avalon's clan. I guess, there's not much to really, I don't like to talk too much about my plans with anybody outside of, Av or my really good friends. For like what I have planned, and even not even really my good friends, I share that too much. It's mostly Av that I talk about my plans, and then on top of that, I have other plans on top of those plans that I voice to do. This is all plans to do with my art and shit. To do with that again. So it's not like I really have, a vested interest in sharing all my thoughts and opinions with everybody. But I'll sort of rattle off sort of what I've been thinking, and all those sorts of things. There's I got a really great email the other day from an artist called Jeremy Mann. I don't know him personally because not because of anything, but because I've signed up to his mailing email sort of list thing. He posts like once a week, sends an email around to those people on the list, and it's either long or short. The one that I read and really had a deep impact on me actually came when me and Av were down in another hospital down near Sydney way, and I don't think Aura had been born yet, or she'd just been born, and something or rather, we were just in the room that we were staying in while we were down there, and I was reading the email he sent, and it talked a lot about galleries. The whole entire sort of gist of the email was about galleries and was about gallery spaces, and it was all to do with how to get in a gallery, stuff of that nature. But he kind of, I didn't really, really good stuff, really good, important stuff and valuable stuff that he talked about to do with that. But what resonated with me the most was he talked in it, what I kind of got from it was more so the fact that I felt that it was kind of shining a light on me a little bit, and made me really think long and hard about, oh God, I don't think I'm doing what I should be doing, or I don't think I'm doing what I think, what I want to do. I don't think I'm going the right direction about it. And that really shone a light on me, and that sort of clicked in my mind. I'll paraphrase from what I remember. He talked about, okay, so you've been selling your artworks online. Preface, Jeremy Mann doesn't really like the online sphere of things, especially selling works online. And he gives really, really valuable and great insight and understandings to why, you shouldn't sell your artworks online and by yourself, and that you should. He actually argues for gallery middleman sort of thing. And he makes a great point. He gives this example. He says, say that you've been selling your artwork and you've been selling it very consistently. So you've been selling online, directly from you to whoever's buying, right? You're not showing it anywhere. You're just selling it. Say your artwork, sells for like $500 a piece, right? And, you sell $500 a piece very consistently. Say, you felt really great about that, but you're like, okay, maybe I want to exhibit, maybe I want to show my works around, maybe get some bigger clientele, maybe, see what happens. I'll go to a gallery, talk to them, see if they like my works. Let's see what happens with that. So you take your works to the gallery looks at them, talks to you about, blah, 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 this is what we do, blah, 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 our clientele, blah, 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 and they ask you how much you sell your works for. And you say $500. They sell consistently for $500. And the gallery goes, okay, great. Okay, all right. Well, we'll sell them for $500 then too. And we'll take the 30% cut for promotion, etc. Hang in here, and you get to take home the, whatever's left. So say they take 50%, you get to take home 250, right? And so you're sitting there and you're like, whoa, hang on. Well, I have bills to pay. I got to pay things. Why would I sell through you if my work's only, I'm getting half of what I make for, selling directly to other people? And the gallery's like, okay, well, yeah, obviously. And so he goes, oh well, why don't we sell it for $1,000? And the gallery says, well, no, you've proven that your works only sell for $500. So we can probably only sell it for $500, and you've got a big back catalog of just selling artworks only for $500. And so the whole point here is that your judgment on your artworks and your value of your artworks is only from yourself, really, and what you put on it. And it's you can never separate yourself from your artworks. You put yourself into your artworks, and your artworks are an extension of yourself, manifested into reality, and then they become not yours anymore, and they become everybody else's. But he says, if you were to try and promote and sell your own artworks, all you put onto it is this ego. You can't really tell people that, oh, I'm an incredible artist. My artworks are only going to go up in value. These are great investments. I'm striving incredibly hard and making great strides to become the greatest artist ever imaginable. People don't hear that as truth. They hear that as ego. And so your ego gets wrapped to your artwork. And so he argues for the gallery being the people that can argue for this. People that can say that this is an incredible artist. Their art will only go up in value. And matter of fact, they're the ones who can put your artwork up in value. And the way that galleries do this is that, you're selling works. They up the price of your works through whatever of so reason, saying it's selling very consistently, or they want to, they put it up, somebody buys it for that put up price, And they go, well, then that's the value of the artwork then, because somebody was willing to pay 10 grand instead of 5 grand for it. So now your artwork is going up in price because somebody's willing to do that. And a good gallery does that for you and is able to make those connections. He also argues that selling online, people that have money and are good with money and have a lot of money aren't scrolling through Instagram to find the next big artist. They're not on Instagram flicking through art share pages for the next big thing. You know where they are going? They're going to professional galleries that have a list of professional artists, and they trust these gallerists' thoughts and opinions and professionalism to make good investments with their money, like all smart people do with their money. They don't just simply look at an artwork online and think, oh, I love that, I must have that. Although it does happen and can happen, doesn't necessarily happen all the time. Very rarely. So they just, they're the ones that are dropping $70,000, $100,000 on works of art because they have the money and they're smart with their money. And so this video is actually probably, the video of my landscape's probably over by now, but I'll try and wrap it up by talking about playing the big game. And what I mean by that is, not being comfortable living hand to mouth. Because as artists, most of us already see the rat trap that is the 9 to 5, right? That's why we want to pursue our artworks becoming something greater. Now, your artworks can't become something greater when they become the 9 to 5. And so you stop dreaming big when your artwork starts selling consistently. And so your art, your prices are super low, right? You're selling artworks for $500, super low, ridiculously low. People buy PlayStations for $500. People spend more money on their computers than your artwork. And if art is supposed to be the most incredible manifestation of mankind, it says something about your artwork. You're probably just not that good. And that's what Jeremy Mann actually pointed out in his email. He said he never had to look for a gallery. Galleries always came to him. And if you don't have a gallery, it's because you're not good. And I sat back and I thought about that and I said, yeah, no, he's completely right. No, he's 100% right. I don't have a gallery because I'm not that good. Although I think I am really great, and my confidence never wavers in that. I think my artwork speaks for itself. I think my skill and capacity for greater works is limitless. I think I am an incredible artist, and I strive every day for people to, see my artworks evolve and become better in front of their eyes, like some sort of magic. Because that's what's happening with me too, as I'm watching my artwork evolve in front of my eyes also. But back to the point, he says, well, he doesn't say, this is my takeaway. If you want your artworks to be incredible, why would you keep living in this sort of mediocre idea that your artworks are possible? That it's a good thing that your artwork sells consistently $500 instead of, irregularly or regularly for $100,000. I'd rather take irregularly for $75,000 or $100,000 than regularly $500. Because, whether for better or worse, the monetary value of things in this world is just that. People take that to be doctrine I suppose you would say. People take monetary value to mean the be all end all of value. And so, I'm not saying that you should put your artworks as a monetary value for them to mean anything. What I'm saying is that if you only dream small, you will only be small. In the great Dan Pena talks about, if he could do anything over again, he says that he would dream bigger. Keep in mind that Dan Pena is known as the $1 trillion man. If he could only do anything over again, is that he would dream bigger. We can't even fathom the amount of trillions of dollars, or the amount of work this man's put in to attain that sort of thing. But for him to say he would dream bigger, it's very interesting. I think something as artists we should all really, really dig deep and think about, okay, what is my art really worth? Is it worth $500? Because that's what sells? Because that's safe? Because nobody would buy my artwork for anything more? And maybe they wouldn't. Maybe you need to rethink about your artwork. Maybe you need to rethink about your skills, Maybe you need to rethink maybe your branding, maybe the way you put yourself out there, maybe your confidence. Maybe you need to rethink a few things. But if you could do anything over again, dream bigger. And I've also heard him talk about, Dan Pena, this is that when you dream big, because you'll wake up one morning and you'll already attain it, and you'll think to yourself, why the fuck didn't I dream bigger? So that's what's been on my mind. That's kind of what I've been thinking about lately, is why aren't I dreaming bigger? Why am I so fixated? Why am I so wrapped up in this idea that I should sell consistently, to pay the bills, etc., etc. These short-term gains, never amount to anything in the long term. I want my artwork to be everlasting. I want people to know me. I want people to know me for my artworks. And I have a strong feeling that they will. They will. So that's what I wanted to end on today. I think I might do some more videos like this. I think it's been really good. But I just want to challenge you to all dream bigger. Really dream bigger. Are you too comfortable where you are? Ryan from London Real put up a video about, I think it was titled "Your Life Is Nothing But a Fart in the Cosmos of the Universe" or something like that. I think it was titled like that, where he talked about, life is short, and you should just pull the fucking trigger, because in the grand scheme of things, your life is nothing. Agree, disagree, doesn't matter. The point being is you should pull the trigger. And, you can come up with any sort of excuse you can to not. I just had a kid. I'm planning to get married. Me and Avalon don't own our own property yet. You don't see me screaming and running for a full-time job. It's because I know that when Aura, my daughter, grows up, I don't want her to look at her father for somebody that did anything less than what he dreamt of being. I don't want her to look at her father for settling for anything less. And I don't want you to settle for anything less than what you dream of. Because you don't. And you shouldn't. You know? I think I'll end it on this. Alan Watts puts it best when he says, "You are the universe manifested into experience." Something along those lines. You are the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself. I'd encourage you to ponder on that and take some time to think about that. Yeah. Dream bigger. I'll see you guys next.